This section is about love. So question 1, if it's not too personal, can you please tell me about when you had your first sexual experiences?
First kiss. Oh my god. Don't really remember. That was probably still in like 6th grade or something, but that's ages ago. Not that long, but still. I think that was in like 6th grade. I don't think it was in kindergarten. At least I can't remember. And then yeah, the first time I slept with a boy was when I was 16. He was my first boyfriend, and yeah.
According to the text written by Anna 2018, one of the most researched topics in adolescence is the time of the first sexual experience. Julianne's experience is quite common, as according to the text, most adolescent sexual activity takes place within their first romantic relationship, which Julianne said that it was. Her age of her first time having intercourse is actually very common too, as the typical age for, as she said hers was 16, the typical age for girls to participate in sexual intercourse is 17.3 years old, and for boys it's 16.3. So that's right around when Julianne experienced her first sexual relations. Question 2. Can you please tell me a little bit how your culture might respond to premarital sex, or what would you say that they thought about the timing of intercourse?
Oh no, it's not strict at all. Like, I mean, I already told you that I don't really talk about things like that with my parents. Like, I don't even know whether they know that I've already had sex. But I don't know, that's just like, we're close, but that's just something I'm not embarrassed about, but I don't know, that's just something I'd rather like keep to myself and like talk to friends about, but more like that's more like my personal, my private bubble I want to live in. But I don't think that mine at all. Like, they wouldn't say anything. Like, they'd probably be like happy if I talked about it with them. But they don't really, like, if I don't say something like from myself, like come up to them and be like, hey, like I've had sex, I have a couple of questions or something, like they wouldn't like ask me or like try to like get any information out of me whether I've already done it or not. Like, they're more like chill, and if I want to talk to them about it, then yeah, then they'll talk to me. But besides that, like, if I don't come up for myself, then they just, yeah, accept it.
Juliet's response to this demonstrates or perhaps represents what Arnett 2018 would call a permissive culture, where adolescents are almost expected to have sex. Julianne describes her family as really chilled out about this topic, and perhaps would be happy for her to talk to them about it. So they don't really seem to have any restrictions in place, typical of a permissive culture, to be supportive of premarital sex. Question 3 on the topic of love. Do you have any friends who are part of the LGBT community, and what do you think, how do you think the culture or your community responded to them coming out, if they have come out, that is?
Yeah, I do. I have a gay friend, and he's super lovely. Like, I love him, and he's so good to talk to. He's actually the only boyfriend I have. Well, he came out like only a couple of weeks ago, and well, my classmate accepted it, but they were kind of like behaving awkward around him now. Like, you've already kind of knew, but like, since he's also had like girlfriends, they were kind of like not really sure whether he is into boys or girls. And now they know, they're more like, I knew it. But on the other side, I don't know, they're kind of like, I said, especially the boys, like like his friends from school, like they're more like, oh, he's gay, oh no, like is he into me? Like, why are we friends? Is he fancying me? And that's just something I don't really like. But besides that, they are he's accepted, like in school, and like no one is like bullying him or anything. Like it's fine. It's just like people are just behaving awkward around him. But I feel like that's just gonna take some more time, and then they'll be fine.
In the past, in Western cultures, and still unfortunately up until today, some cultures shame people for coming out, which according to Arnett, 2018 involves a person recognising their own sexual identity and disclosing the truth to those around them, may that be friends or family. Although some cultures are beginning to become more open and approving of the LGBT community, it still needs to progress. It was nice to hear how perhaps Julianne would respond to this question, as still I think adolescents have a different opinion with this topic too, and it's clear from Julianne's video that it is a hard time for those who are coming out and those who are members of the LGBT community in adolescence, and that it's really important for communities and different cultures to become more accepting of this. And for me, like, I think it's even more so important that this community is one of the highest has one of the highest reported suicide rates. So I think that's so important as a globe, really, that we come together and start supporting these people more and appreciating them for who they are.